What's up, guys? Hold on one second. I'm getting everything pulled up. I'll be there in a minute. Bro, why do I look like Edward in Twilight? Why am I blue? You know what I mean? Like, how come every stream I'm blue? I'm Edward from Twilight over here. I look like I'm about to bite somebody's neck. You know, look like I'm a freaking vampire over here. All pale and blue and stuff. Why? Why do I look like a vampire out here? You know? I don't appreciate it. You know? OBS got me out here looking like a vampire and I don't appreciate it. You know? I don't know why. You know? Look like I'm fiending for blood out here. And I don't know how to make it stop either. You know? Y'all know that's true. OBS got me out here looking like a vampire. I got like a blue tint to me. Why am I blue? Why? You know? There's a lot of puns and references to make fun of with me being blue, but I'm just, you know, why? Let me see if I can make myself not blue out here. You know, number one, let me try this. This might help. Still blue. Not even blue, just really pale. I'm not really this pale in real life. Maybe it's just my camera. Weird, man. I guess we're just gonna. Am I too dark now? I don't know. Let's see. There we go. All right, I guess this is just good how it needs to be today. I guess. All right, we got some gappers today, guys. I apologize. I got the music turned up loud. I know you can't hear me. Hey. My shirt's purple. It's not blue. It's not a blue shirt. It's a purple shirt. It's like a light purple shirt. Look. Let me show you. It's a purple shirt. See, it even looks blue on the picture. It's not blue. It's a purple shirt. Weird, man. Hey, y'all hit that like button, guys. Everybody's doing it. Hit that like button. You know you want to. Let's run those likes up. Here, let's run those likes up. SQBG, gap it up. We got LXRX. We got CTIB. We got Mogo. We got some gappers today. It should be fun. We got FCEL. Mitch had a great call out yesterday on stream. So a solid call yesterday for the man Mitch. Dude, my shirt is not blue, bro. This is a purple shirt, man. I'm telling you. It's a purple shirt. It's not blue. It's blue here. It's blue on the stream, which is what I'm saying, you know? Which is why I keep saying OBS got me out here looking like a vampire. I look like Edward in Twilight. I look like I'm fiending for blood over here. You know? Like, that's what it is. This is a purple shirt. That's what I'm saying, you know? Even with that, even with the green screen, for some reason, you know, it comes in blue. It's not blue. It's purple. It's 100% purple. Which is so weird, which is why it's so weird, you know. Yeah, do it now. Let's run those likes up. Yes, sir. Hey, you know. All right, yeah, we got AXTI gapping up here. We got Tesla making a big move this morning. Tesla, TSLA, huge rip, huge push. We got NEPT gapping up here. We got CCNC. That doesn't look good at all. We got YY, which is Joy Inc., LODE, gapping up some. So we got a bunch of small time gappers here. We'll see what happens with these. Will NIO drop today? I don't know. It could. Let's see. Whether I think something's gonna drop today, I look at the daily chart. Daily chart's really what I look at. All right, so we are at 47s, so we are right here. I mean, the next resistance level is way up there, like 48s, 48 something, $48, 48.20s, 48.60s. You know, we'll see what happens. But that's the next resistance level. It's kind of well up there. And so we do have an area kind of void of support and resistance. So we might run up today, but we might not. I don't know. You know, you never really know with some of these. I have to look at the catalyst too, if they have a catalyst out. That's going to influence it certainly as well. The SPY itself, the overall market itself, is down today. We are down to 360 50s, 359 50s. Oh, Tesla's going to be added to the S&P. I think it's time. It's about time they added Tesla to the S&P 500. Like, they've needed to do that. Like, that's the next progression, is adding Tesla. You know, like, that's what they should have done a while back. You know, Tesla's been a big name stock for years now, and it should have been added to the S&P. Maybe that'll affect the futures market, though. SQBG breaking over the pre-market highs. It's at 1060 now. We can watch that. We also got some like really cheap penny stocks. Like ZOM is looking okay. We got LODE. My favorite is probably, you know, it was MOGO before this drop. But again, we're going to look at that crossover play and see if we catch anything. And so wish me luck. That's what we're going to be watching for today. Futures are killing you. I mean, listen, futures is all about how volatile the SPY is, man. So it's like if the market is sideways like this, you're gonna get faked out a ton. You know, I mean, you got areas where you can attack it, but like if the market is choppy and sideways, it's just gonna be really difficult to trade. And so what you got to start doing, you've noticed that I've stopped trading futures as much the last week or two, and the reason for that is because at least at the opening bell towards like the first 2 hours of the day, futures market, the SPY has been very slow, and so I think that futures is one of those things where if it's choppy and sideways, you need to just avoid it, you know, and like that's what you do with futures. CTIB is probably looking like the best one here. Let's go ahead and start looking up some catalysts this morning, shall we? That kind of makes sense. All right, but yeah, we're watching CTIB here. I'm gonna start going over some news here. CTIB is up. The reason this one is up is because they fought a 10Q. Hey, I appreciate the sub, Garrett. Y'all be like my man Garrett right here and hit that subscribe button. You know you want to. Everybody's doing it. Hit the subscribe button. Do it now. Thank you, Diane. Y'all be like Diane. Hit that subscribe button. You know you want to. Everybody's doing it. Do it now. All right. I'm gonna put up something here that says 1 sub equals 5 push-ups. And then I'm just gonna start, you know, doing push-ups every time, counting how many subs I get throughout the day, and then doing that many push-ups every day every day during the stream, you know, as an incentive, you know. I use Thinkorswim, it's free. Alright, so CTIB posted a 10Q filing. Shares broke above technical levels of $2, $2.20, $2.60. It's a low float stock with only 1.8 million shares, and it's China-based. So shout out to Benzinga, because that's actually some really valuable information there. LXRX crossover, better news. Yeah, let's check it out. All right, we got 129s gapping up to 197. Big percentage gap up here for LQRX. This is Lexicon Pharmaceuticals. In their late-stage studies of heart disease treatment candidate met their primary endpoints. And so late-stage heart disease studies met primary endpoints, showed positive results. And so, yeah, that's pretty good news for Lexicon here. And it's gapping up a legitimate catalyst. You were correct. That's a real catalyst. We'll watch it around the whole dollar of 2. We'll watch it at 225 way up here. And then we'll watch it at this pre-market high of 230s. And see what happens. If we end up dropping, we're going to watch it specifically at this 180 level. And then below this 175 quarter dollar area. And that's the 5 levels we're watching for this one. We'll see what we get with it. We also got Mogo here, and Mogo was a lot better before the last few minutes, but it doing this actually lets it set up for the crossover play, so I really don't mind this extensive drop. Mogo shares are trading higher after the company announced it acquired Carta Worldwide in an all-stock transaction equal to purchase price of $24.2 million, so they acquired another company with Mogo. We'll see what happens. Let me see if I can find, sorry, I'm speaking too fast. Let me see if I can find the company they merged with or they acquired to see if it's a stock as well. Oh. It was the fintech or something like that. Yeah. I'll have to take a look, see what company that is. Man, it is cold up here, man. Everybody always wonders why I wear a hoodie up here, because it's cold, man. This room, fun fact, the reason this room is so cold and the reason I'm always wearing a freaking hoodie up here is because this room is my kid's playroom. It was an add-on room to the whole house, right? So like this room was added to the house later on, to the house. So it's an add-on room. And with that, it doesn't have AC vents. And so like if we have the heater going, you can't feel it in this room. Like that's why it's so freaking cold, is because it's isolated, you know. Bostic says, flattering to be mentioned as possible Treasury Secretary, but is not smoking with new administration and is keeping his head down. Uber. Hey, what's up, Emmanuel, Robert, TNB, Ryan, Abir, Rob, Gregory, Abir, RA, Robert, Wretched, CK, ITM, Yazid. Alright, guys, what we got? WWR? Yeah, we can check out WWR. Oh. I'm watching Mogo, though. We'll see what happens here. Honestly, I'm getting really interested in this VWAP moving average crossover. And just to show you guys why I'm getting really excited about it, what was the stock yesterday? CBOT. Yeah, this one was one that I was really excited about, okay? Because, like, here's the crossover. And, like, just to detail you exactly what I'm doing with this stock and this strategy, this is one of the new strategies I've been testing here, okay? And this is basically what it is. Okay, so what it is it identifies a trend change really, really well. Okay, and not even just a trend change. It identifies like a trend in play as well. And so what I wait for is I wait for the 26 EMA to cross above the VWAP. And when we get that crossover above the VWAP, I wait for one candle to open up to confirm the crossover. So like if we get the crossover here, I wait and jump in on this candle specifically. And that's what I did yesterday. And then look at this rip afterwards. Look at that volume come in. Like, look at all that volume come in afterwards. Let me move myself a little bit. Like, look at that volume come in afterwards. Look at the volume come in. You know, like, I jumped in right there. Volume came in and just ripped that thing up. You know, look at that volume all come in right after that crossover. That's really what I'm interested in here. Like, that's really what I'm watching. And so I think that's what I'm going to try to do today. I've been trading some crossovers, and I still think the crossover works great as well. Green day yesterday, but that's what I would like to test today, is this setup and strategy. If you go back in time and watch the backtesting video that I did on this strategy from this weekend, if you watch the backtesting video from this weekend, the video I uploaded this weekend, if you watch that, you'll see me backtesting this strategy, and you'll see this exact same thing. You'll see this happen every single time. You'll see me backtesting and it's like, boom, you'll see me mark it as success. You'll see me watch it again, and I had to watch it on demand. And you'll see the volume come in and you'll see it rip, and then you'll see me mark it as a success. And so every one I looked at, it was like, it wasn't every one, but before I set the conditions of waiting for a minute to open up, as well as the range that I was attacking, it ran at like 71%. But after I adjusted for those conditions, I'm pretty sure it's gonna hit at least 80, is what I'm hoping. But yeah, go check out that video. I'll post that video if you want to see it. It's the backtesting video from this weekend. Yeah, I've been watching OPTT. Oh, this is an old stock, man. This one's been around a long, long time. It's never really done super well. We'll see what happens with it. LXRX. Yeah, I got LXRX up here. I'm watching it. This one's solid. I mean, I really like this one. Real catalyst. I think it had positive phase data of some sort that came out. So a legitimate catalyst. I'm not missing this one. I'm seeing it. It's up over 2 now. It's at 207. Like I said, I thought $2 was a big level, and look at it eke closer to that and then rip over it. So it looks really solid. Looks really strong. Let me fix this green screen a little bit. It's acting a little funny. I always gotta smile to see if it, like, you know, if it's too messed up. Yeah, there we go. Alright, that's worked. Push myself over to the side a little bit, but yeah. There we go. Alright. But yeah, we're looking at LXRX. Hey, hit that subscribe button, guys. Hit that like button. You know you want to. What's up, Daniel? What's up, TNB? Solo? Yeah, we can take a look at Solo. What else we got, guys? Let me know. List some stuff here. I'm trying to... I think LXRX is the nicest mover. Solo's not bad. It's just gapping down at this point in time. And so it just depends on if you want to attack a gapping down stock, which, I mean, sometimes these run. We'll see what happens here. We also have LODE. Gap it up a little bit. I can look up the catalyst for this, too. But we do have LODE here. Comstock Mining, third quarter EPS of 54 cents profit. May not compare to the 4-cent loss estimate. So yeah, they had higher than expected third quarter earnings. And so we'll see what happens with LODE. Again, we had SQBG making some good moves here. Not that much volume. But we got SQBG that is also making some moves this morning. Sequential Brands, and their shares are trading higher after the company reported third quarter EPS that was up year over year and better than expected third quarter sales results for this one. This one had a real catalyst. So we'll watch it. We'll see what happens here. Looking into the actual market, guys, I can go over my whole market review here and see what's up. Yeah, I got you, James. Here, I'll post the stocks I'm watching right here. But yeah, the SPY is down too. So yeah, really I'm watching. That's about it right now. Like I said, y'all got anything specific on here that I haven't listed, let me know. This is my watch list at this current time. We'll see what we get with it, though. Hey. I appreciate it, Jordan. Yeah, thanks, man. Yeah, dude. I mean, like I said, I teach people my strategies, and these are just, like, inside of my head. Like, these are just the strategies that go on inside of my head that you'll see me attack, right? I can't guarantee they're going to work for you. They might not, you know? They might not work for you. Everybody's a little bit different. People have different patience levels is really the key. And so some people are going to be patient enough to wait for the right setups. Some people are going to be disciplined enough to sell when they need to sell. And other people are going to need to find different strategies that better suit their own personality. And so that's why, like, I'm not an expert. I just try to teach people what the strategies that I use and that I look up, and that's all I really do. But yeah, the SPY is down today. We are dropping today in the overall market. Let me go ahead and read the market news real quick, and then we'll go back to some penny stock action. A lot of catalysts this morning. I'm going to go ahead and read the ETF preview. How long ago was this? Yeah, the market's certainly been down. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and read this. It says, quote, stock futures were on track to open mildly, with investors holding on to earlier optimism spurred by the coronavirus vaccine news, but were mostly cautious about COVID-19 cases in the U.S. and around the globe continuing to rise, with states like California, as well as other cities, tightening up restrictions to combat the spread of the virus. On the economic calendar, the October retail sales report is due at 8:30 Eastern, with economists expecting an increase of 0.4% from September. Import and export prices data is going to post at 8:30, which is already out. We'll go over that in a minute. The Business Inventory Bulletin is posting 30 minutes after the bell at 10 a.m. Eastern. The National Association of Home Builders Housing Market Index for November is expected at or near all-time record high levels, issued at 10 a.m. We'll watch for that. Fed Reserve officials, Atlanta President Raphael Bostic is going to speak at 1 p.m. Eastern. San Fran President Mary Daly at 1:25 p.m. Eastern. And New York President John Williams at 2 p.m. Eastern. Boston President Eric Rosengren will also be due to speak at 2:35. So a lot of speakers this afternoon, so be careful. Those might influence the market. And so if you're trading mid and high caps or futures, those speakers might influence what goes down, and you got to be careful, in all honesty. We did have USA retail sales month over month for October come in at 0.3% versus the 0.5% expected, a little bit lower than expected. Core retail sales month over month for October came in at 0.2% versus the 0.6% estimate, well below what they estimated. Export prices for the U.S. month over month for October came in at 0.2 versus the 0.3%, so a little bit lower. Import prices for October came in at 0.1% versus the 0.2% expected. So lower than expected as well. S&P, the market is obviously down. Bostic says they will weigh the need for more bond buying. So yeah, basically the market's down. Bostic also said lower wage jobs are not returning as fast as they would like. Jobs in some service sectors are still at 40 or 50% below pre-COVID levels. I mean, but that's expected here. Like, that's expected. Like, of course you're going to have certain facets of business that are lower after COVID. That's a self-evident observation, you know? And like, of course they're lower. Like, you're trying to tell me movie theaters are gonna have the same business they did prior to COVID? No, they're not. You're trying to tell me fast food, dine-in restaurants are gonna have better, the same type of sales they did before pre-COVID? No, they're not. It's obvious. It's self-evident. There's no reason, I mean, you know, of course they're lower, you know? Like, obviously, it's going to be a few years before we really get the economy rolling back to like it was before all of this. And that's okay. Because as long as it comes back, it comes back. You know, I mean, I'm saying it's okay because I've worked from home and I don't need to go anywhere. And really, COVID has kind of helped all of my businesses kind of boom here. And so, you know, I have an innate advantage. And so it's not affecting me as much. And so I apologize if it is affecting you, you know. Tough times. I wish you all the best. But yeah, MYT. Showing up on the scans here. MYT gapping up from 160s all the way up to 180s where it's sitting now. Went as high as 220s for MYT. This is Urban Tea, and they're going to acquire a 51% stake in two Chinese entities. So yeah, they're acquiring another company. Big move here for this one. Cheap stock, we'll watch it. But MYT is showing up on the scanners. It's Urban Tea, and we'll see what happens. And like, we'll see, you know. Bitcoin is through 17,000. I think that's the news really today. Let me look. Yeah, so Bitcoin is over 17,000 today. That is a big news. That is a big catalyst for this morning. Bitcoin making some runs today. Big push over the last, few minutes here. Last hour or two, this thing has made a huge rip. Last few hours, really, last 4 hours or so. This thing has made a huge squeeze up. Let's look at the long-term chart of Bitcoin, though. I think that's going to tell the story. We have been ripping up, breaking highs, and I think Bitcoin is really interesting right now. Let's look at the Bitcoin stocks. We got MARA. MARA is gapping up. We'll watch this. My biggest problem with MARA is the range that it moves. It doesn't move very much. What else we got? What's another crypto stock? Let me know right now in the chat. Help me out. It's been a while since I traded. I remember like DPW and MARA used to be crypto, but now I think DPW has just blossomed into something else. I don't know what it's doing anymore. And so yeah. Mogo, SQBG, LXRX, you know, that's mostly the big news today. LODE was moving as well, but it's pulling back a bunch now. NEPT gapping up some. What's the float? NEPT's got almost 100 million in the float, so I don't like that one either. iMac showed up. I made some money on that one earlier. Zoom, ZM. We might have Caitlin joining us today. We're gonna see what's up with that. I'm gonna ask her right now. FCL, yeah, Mitch made a great call out with FCL yesterday. It's doing nice. It's making moves. Larger float than I generally trade, but hey, listen, strong, very strong. We'll watch it for sure. We'll see what we get. Watching Mogo too. I mean, a lot of these that are pulling back are setting up. Ethereum Classic. What is ETH? What's the symbol for Ethereum? Is it ETH? No. Is there a futures market? Okay. Is there a futures market for Ethereum? No. Is there a futures market? I don't know, man. All I know is Bitcoin making moves. Let's see if they have a reasoning for Bitcoin to move up. Let me see if they have like a catalyst here. Give me 1 second. Let me look this up. I don't know. We'll see. Hey, I appreciate the sub. OL, thank you, brother. Appreciate it, babe. Hey, good morning, Stefina. Yeah, it was nice to have him, man. Like I said, I talk to Mitch all the time. I'm sure he'll be back on again. Mitch and I have some things planned in the future. Like, everybody thought Mitch and I had, like, this bad, like, departure. We really didn't, man. Mitch is like my brother, you know? Like, I want to see him do well. I know he obviously wants to see me do well, too, you know? LXRX, man, this thing's making some moves this morning, guys. This thing's up to 220s, 225s. It's going to battle that $quarter level. Let's see if that level actually holds or what happens here for this. All right, so yeah, we're going to have Eric and Caitlin on today. All right, LXRX still ripping up, still making big moves. Look at this thing, man. Yeah, this thing was good numbers that came out, right? Like good phase data, I believe. All right, let's see what. Let me see NIO. Yeah, NIO is like I said, I think the big thing with NIO is where's the next resistance level. I don't think we have one until like 48. And so we got a little ways for NIO. We'll see what's up. But yeah, LXRX is really the one putting in big moves this morning in penny stock land. 218s right now. And look at that. We did reject at the same level I talked about. 223s, 225s really is the $0.25 level. Years, Javier? Why are you yelling, bro? You literally just posted the previous comment, man. But look at that, LXRX pullback. We'll see what's up. Like I said, today we're mostly going to be testing that moving average strategy I dropped over the weekend to see if that bad boy works. It should work. I think it will. Hey. Bro, they need to legalize recreational cannabis. It's time, man. I don't know why it's still illegal. Y'all know me. There's a few things that I will rant about all day if the subject arises. And one of them is cannabis legalization. Not only, listen, I don't even smoke or do that, right? The reason is because it's going to free up so much capital for the state. It's going to free up all this different stuff. It's going to benefit the minority communities massively. And it's just going to make the police find something else to do, because in the end, everybody knows cannabis is harmless for the most part. Sure, there's some bad side effects, as there is with anything if you use too much of it or if you use it too young. But the truth is, we just need an even standard of things that are legal. And so we can't sell liquor at gas stations and then pretend cannabis is some demon drug. Like, that's stupid, right? I get the propaganda that floats around and specifically affects usually, you know, the boomer generation, who are all like, cannabis is bad, gateway drug, or whatever, right? I get it. But like, at the same time, it's about having an even standard of drugs that were legal. I'm sure a percentage of them hit a little bit of scotch or liquor at night. How would you feel if somebody criminalized that and started throwing people in jail for drinking liquor? You would be like, hey, this is absolutely ridiculous. Thus is how cannabis users feel. Sun W, yeah, we can watch Sun W. It's in the solar sector, and the solar sector has been popping a little bit here. It's down today, but hey, it doesn't mean it's not going to run. Hey, y'all hit that like button as well. Let's try to break 100 likes before the opening bell. All right, we got Eric in here. Let's let him in. What's up, Eric? Hold on one second. Let me fix the volume.
You hear me all right?
Yeah, you should be good, I believe. I can hear you. Let me turn you up on the stream. Let's do a sound check.
Testing. How are we doing?
1, 2, 3. All right.
1, 2, 3.
I think we're good.
Damn, John, I pulled up the stream and we're already talking about marijuana, eh?
Hey, you know me. You know me. I don't even smoke, but like, I'm just saying, it's getting ridiculous here. You know?
But I do understand the comparison. Like, even if you look back to Prohibition, like a whole like black market formed around alcohol.
Right.
During the era of Prohibition.
Right. You know what that?
Very quickly they allowed it again. So.
Right, for sure. And you know why? And that's the exact same argument with cannabis, right? What happened when you prohibited alcohol, right? The black market sprung up. It caused a lot of crime, a lot of nonsense that they didn't need at the time, and they realized that. They were like, "Yo, us criminalizing this caused a bunch of crime." Why do you think the cartels have such a massive market space, or used to at least. Now, as it's starting to become legal, they don't. But it opens up this huge black market, which also makes it a gateway drug. Like, that is why it's a gateway drug. The reason it's a gateway drug is because you got to go to an illegal drug dealer. And that illegal drug dealer is eventually going to be like, yo, I got this other stuff. You want to try this stuff too? And then you're going to be like, okay, sure, because you're a dumb young teenager. You know what I mean? And, like, that's how it happens. Like, from experience. Like, that's how it happens. Right?
And that is
straight
how
up. Right. You know what I mean? Like, straight up.
What are you doing before you go on stream, John?
Right. Hey, listen, I'm grown and old now. I got kids of my own, and I live in Texas. You know, I'm not smoking. But I'm just saying.
So I didn't mean smoking. You said that's the gateway drug. And then you said I'm speaking from experience.
Hey, listen, I was young and dumb at one time in my life, and that's what I'm saying. I can vouch that that is exactly 100% how it's a gateway drug. And if you just legalized it and had legal dispensaries, it wouldn't be a gateway drug anymore. You know, and that it makes too much sense for people to argue against, really. All right, we got Caitlin in here too, so let's get Caitlin in here as well. Hey, what's up, Caitlin? Yeah. Eric in the house. We got Eric and Caitlin here today. What's up,
Hi.
Caitlin? There we go.
Hello.
How are you?
Right.
I'm doing
doing
well,
good.
but the market looks pretty slow, unfortunately.
Honestly, the
looking
penny
around.
stock market's not bad. Look at LXRX.
Wait.
We got that moving.
What are we looking at? Wait, what do you see? I only
Alex.
right now. Okay, I do
There's
see LXRX.
Yeah, CTIB.
I thought that didn't look good.
I mean, I guess it's subjective. SQBG is going up a little bit. Mogo is setting. For me, my setups are like gapping stocks that pull back, and so like Mogo setting up for that. And that's really, I guess it's not as good as I thought it was, really.
I was looking at more like the volume as well. Like the pre-market volume on all of these stocks are just like pretty bad, except for LXRX. So that's kind of the only hope for me going into open.
Right. Yeah, LXRX is probably the main mover today. We'll see what's up with it, but, you know, we'll wait.
We only need one right?
What was that? Sorry?
We only need one good one.
Yeah, LXRX is the only good one, and it had a real catalyst. I think, let me see. Also, Bitcoin is ripping up today, so I think we might see some Bitcoin stocks push up. But yeah, so LXRX had late-stage studies of heart disease treatment that met primary endpoints. So positive study data, basically, for LXRX, biotech stock, pharmaceutical stock. So we'll see what happens with this one. It's strong.
So do you remember the other, I think the other week where I said I have a new strategy for Tesla where I buy every time I see it in the 300s and I sell every time it's up to 420, right?
Okay.
You know that? I was
Yeah.
talking about because I've been watching it for literally months and it just keeps on working. Yesterday it was down to 405 and I was this close to buying, and then I decided not to because I'm like, look, it's not in the 300s. I said I was only going to buy in the 300s. I didn't do it. It's up to 467.
Yeah, hey, that
What
thing ripped.
the heck? I
That
would have
thing
made like 15%. I could have thrown in like $7,000 or something and then just bam, 15%.
It is a catalyst-driven move, though.
Yeah.
I think the reason it's up is because it's going to be added to the S&P 500 in December,
Yeah.
and I think it's time they added it. But I think somebody else mentioned they had a split that happened, and so they needed to let that level out before they added it, I think. So, yeah, we're
I
good.
just can't believe I didn't do it. I was so close yesterday on pulling the trigger. Like I had Tesla charts pulled up. I had 5 shares ready. I was gonna just throw in 5 shares, which isn't the $7,000. But I was saying that's like my maximum I'm willing to put into it. But I was
Yeah.
about to put in 5 shares, which is what I've been regularly doing whenever I trade Tesla.
Right.
And I was like, I might just throw it in there because it's down in the 400s. It's gonna go back up to 420, guaranteed, 100%, foolproof strategy.
Yeah. Hey.
And I didn't do it. Dude. I'm regretting so
It
much.
happens. Don't worry about it, man. It happens. If anything, I've had some fun trades with Tesla. You know, Tesla, we
Yeah.
called it the dragon back in the day because this thing was hammering huge percentages. It still is, honestly. For that reason, I understand why it's not added to the S&P 500 yet, because this thing's a little crazy, you know. Big swings. I think my mother-in-law tried to invest in this, and like, you know, we tried to give her a conservative, 25% stop, and like this thing just, boom, big squeezes up and down.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
I want to get into. I'm probably going to start working on learning some swing trading and paper trading in the meantime, and then eventually pull that into my live trading. Start developing a strategy. I've never really done swing trading before, so it's going to be a completely new experience.
With more large cap stocks.
Oh yeah. I'm going to be
Has to be.
trading like all blue chips and stuff like that, and just practice and learning how to do that.
Yeah.
Because I don't have any experience on that right now, and I feel
Mostly-
like I should at least have a tiny bit.
Yeah, I think you mostly have to use like the daily chart a lot, the longer term charts. Those are
Oh,
really,
for sure.
you know, that's mostly what swing trading is all about. I've dabbled in swing trading. Like I had some great swing trades on like United Airlines, but they're mostly like story driven. Like Mitch always talks about being a story investor, and like that's what my UAL trades were on. They were basically the story. Like after COVID, airlines were down so much that like I saw an opportunity to like dip by it and hold it for a few days and catch the rebound, and like that's exactly what we got. I made like 30-40% in like 3 days, and then I got out and, you know, stopped basically swing trading. I should have kept going, but I always say it like this: day trading is the single hardest form of investing, and the shorter the term style of trading, the more difficult it's going to be. And so if you can, you know, with that said, investing is obviously the easiest, and then swing trading is in there, and then day trading, and then scalping, I think, is like the levels of trading.
I'm just extremely backward, I think, because for me, I feel like the easiest is investing, then scalping, then day trading, then swing trading.
Yeah.
The fundamentals is completely different. The fundamentals are just completely different, and like you have to look at technical analysis and day trading and swing trading versus investing. You look at fundamental analysis and
Right.
yeah.
I just think your odds of success in investing are certainly higher. I think the most proved investing or trading style there is Warren Buffett's value investing. I think that is, you know, I think if you do it right, you're going to make money no matter what you do. You know what I mean? You could, even if something crazy happens, most of the time you're going to make money with value investing, and it's certainly not that like that with day trading. And I think maybe swing trading, there's an argument for me, but I think it is. I think it is also subjective, depending on what people's personality fits them more with.
I agree.
So what's up, Caitlin? What are you watching today?
Oh gosh, I don't know. I'm so tired. I like to go out of bed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I think LXRX sounds good, but we'll have to see when the market opens what people are looking at, what's moving.
Yeah, for sure. I think the reason I'm like, yeah, the market's not bad today is because when I first start the stream up, there's a bunch of stuff pushing up. And then like 30 minutes after the stream starts up, a lot of them have just kind of dwindled down and failed. Volume has dried up. And so now they don't look as good. And the only one that really has kept its maintaining strength is LXRX. So we'll see what's up with
And
that.
its float is kind of high, though. That's
Oh,
the
it is a
unfortunate
high
part.
float.
Yeah, Vinny was talking about that in the chat.
It looks like it's around 100 million.
So less potential to go parabolic for sure. But it could still rip, and we might get some good trades. But yeah, this is a big float stock, 100 million. I mean, what do you think about SQBG, guys?
I think I've lost on that stock before. Like anytime there's a stock I've lost money on, I just have like when I hear the name, I just like get this like really revenge trading feel. I'm just like, I gotta get it back. I gotta get it all back.
Bias, yeah, I get it. And tiny float though, 1 million in the float for that one. CTIB is one that's popping up here too, and CTIB low volume but small float and pretty strong gap up. And so that's probably my second favorite is CTIB over it's LXRX and then CTIB. Thank you for the sub, Harold. Welcome, man. Appreciate the sub, bro. But yeah, that's really my top two. AMPE showing up as well on the scans right now, but it's not.
So I just looked at it. I looked at it on October 22nd. I lost $16 on SQBG. I knew it.
Yeah.
I knew
I have
it.
stocks like that I just hate, you know.
Yeah, and it was only $16, so it wasn't even like anything significant either. It was just like, it was just there, and I remembered it.
Yeah.
Every single stock.
Yeah, I have a kind of a, you know, hate list of stocks too. I remember there's certain stocks where I would just trade. I think one of them was Snap. Like I tried to trade Snapchat, and this was back when, I don't know what it is now. I haven't looked at Snap in a long time. Yeah, it's up to $40 now. But I tried to day trade Snap, and I would just never be successful. I would just never make money on it. You know, I would just get my butt kicked every time. The prettiest setup ever would just beat me up, you know. And like, I had to just put it on the, you know, I would always joke around on the old streams and say, this stock is dead to me. Like, I'm never looking at this stock again.
Oh, I'm a proud revenge trader.
Yeah.
I will always, if I'm down on a stock by even 1 cent, it goes onto my mental list that I just can't forget. And the second I hear that stock has opportunity again, I'm going to like full on like crush that stock and take back if they take a penny, I'm gonna take like 100.
Payback time, huh? You know?
Yeah, it's payback time. This sticker did me wrong.
That's funny.
Someone, I've got comments before, like, where people were criticizing me, like, oh, you're a revenge trader, that's why you won't be profitable. And I'm like, I'm a proud revenge trader.
Right.
Like,
hey. I mean, listen, whatever works, you know. People get so weird, but it's just like, whatever works for you. People are so different, you know.
I mean, yesterday on stream, I was down, like, my first 3 trades. Because I had one bad one. So like again, I want to put the context. It wasn't like I took a bad trade. I was late on, like, I clicked buy too late, so it filled me after the bounce because my trades are very quick. So if you're just even a couple milliseconds late, you can get your fill way higher than you wanted. So I got filled after my bounce, which resulted in me losing $177. So out of my first 3 trades, I was down over $200, and I still finished yesterday with 70 in the profit, and that was pure concentrated revenge trading.
Hey, I mean, if it works, it works. You know, can't hate on it. FCEL is another one though, or no? Yeah, FCEL. I'm trying to think. Do you guys know any Bitcoin stocks? Because like Bitcoin is up over 17K this morning.
I don't know. I have a little bit of money in Bitcoin and cryptocurrency, but I haven't invested as much time as I probably should in that.
Me too. It's one of those things where I've just kind of kept myself back from it. Like, I'll trade it, and I've traded it before on stream and all that good stuff. But it's like with Bitcoin, I don't know. I just don't know if it's ever going to be like, I think it's so polarized with Bitcoin. You get people that are just naturally skeptical of it, and then you have people that are just like, it's like their religion. Like, they are so into Bitcoin, they think it's going to hit like, you know, 100,000 a coin and like go crazy. And I just don't know how practical that is. I do know there's a finite amount of the coins that are ultimately going to be out there floating around. And so, you know, you can never really... You can never really know what's going to happen with supply and demand on something like that. So it's possible that it could hit 6 figures, but I also think that people have so much invested in it. Like they have businesses sprout up around it, and so they're really biased when it comes to Bitcoin because it's like their businesses depend on it, and so that makes them think it's going to be a lot stronger than it might be, in my opinion. But who knows? I think it really is going to depend on banks.
Real quick, we're 2 minutes from open, and I don't trade breakouts anymore. But I'm watching LXRX, and this is definitely setting up for. It was setting up, and it still could potentially do it for a gap and go, which again I don't trade breakouts anymore, but I used to, and it's so close to the
PM high.
Pre-market high.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one looks good. It's been moving up all morning. And like I said, I hope you guys could see like documenting these levels. Like, look at it get rejected here at 225. And I talk about it all the time. Like, if you're going to be a trader, I think the first thing you should really focus on is just technical analysis first. A lot of new traders want to get involved learning strategies, and I get that. But like, your own strategies will come to you if you just focus on technical analysis. And so you see how Eric and I both are like, yeah, pre-market high. You know, I documented this 225 level prior to that, and so, you know, it's kind of ranging back and forth.
If this candle, if this candle is green, I'm definitely expecting like a gap and go. Honestly, yeah, I think that this will like just explode. But I mean, you can't know for certain, but I would say it's fairly likely if we hold above this 223 level.
It certainly looks strong.
Yeah, it does.
Moving up to the pre-market high right before the open, that's pretty strong.
I forgot to look at daily levels. Do you know if there's any daily levels above? Oh, there are.
Let me see.
It looks like there might be. Wait, actually.
All right, guys. Here's the opening bell. Good luck, team.
Do this.
Does anyone want to do a one share order? Actually, I do that again.
Not me.
Do the 1 share order.
I think you're the master at one-share orders.
Right.
It ruins my
one
win
share
rate.
king.
I always have to adjust it whenever. Yeah, here's our. Are we gonna get it? And it created a new high, but it didn't go.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of a cup and handle a little bit. Like a longer term cup and handle. Man, my computer picks up like a rocket ship, man.
I
It's
hear
like
it,
knows
dude.
the open. You hear that? Mitch used to hear it too. Like, man, this thing. It's time. I told my daughter I might buy myself a new desktop for Christmas, and she can have my old one and play Roblox on it, like she wants to.
She gets the rocket shit.
Yeah, for sure. It'll and honestly, if I delete, I've just got so much stuff on this. Like I'm running Thinkorswim, Trade Ideas, like 20 tabs of Chrome, OBS, Zoom. You know, I just got a bunch of stuff open, so it's understandable that it's working
Okay,
hard.
yeah, don't do any orders. I put that one share order out. I have a market order to sell that just isn't filling.
Oh, man.
Yeah, definitely would not recommend doing an order. So there was a like 3-second delay on my entry, a 10-second or so delay on the exit.
Yeah, I'm having an XSPA show up on the scans, XSPA, and then also I'm watching FCEL this morning as well. FCEL might pull a red to green move. LODE showed up on the scans, LODE, and obviously LXRX. What was the other two I was watching, man? It was like CTIB was one. Watching that. Let's see if we get the moving average crossover for that. And then what was the other one? It was like, does anybody remember? Chat, help me out.
Is Mara a Bitcoin?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crypto. So there's CBAT pushing up here. CBAT.
All right, orders are doing well now. I did another
Okay.
order, a one share order, and it filled and sold instantly.
Nice. My main watch right now is CTIB. OBS just disconnected and then connected back. So hey, at least we're back, I guess. Y'all still here?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I don't know why I did that, but hey. Alright, so we're looking at the moving average crossover this morning, guys, on CTIB. We break over 240. We're going to watch for the cross. CBAT is ripping up really strong. Had that little small red to green move on CTAB, but watch that. FCEL might pull something too. Looking for the cross there. XSPA making some moves. MYT showing up. Yeah, look at MYT, guys. MYT spiking. Right now, the ones I see spiking are CBAT, CBAT spiking, MYT is spiking, and XSPA. So those three. We also just now had BTBT show up, which low volume in pre-market. Spike looks kind of weak. We'll see what happens there, though. CBAT pulling back some. We got CTIB still making some moves. SPY consolidating up. And I don't mind being patient right now. I think, number one, FCEL just pulled a red to green move. So I might buy like 100 shares of this just to get my feet wet today. Oh my gosh, I didn't want to buy it that high. That thing popped up. I guess it's my fault for using a market order. I might add a little bit on a pullback here to 430s, and we'll see what we get. I just want to see it test 450. If we can, I might just jump out of the whole position.
And what are you on?
I am in FCEL, but I'm very late in it, unfortunately. Hey, let's see 450s. Hey, there's 450s. Come on. Just trying. Ah, rejection. And like I said, my fault for being late. Just gonna keep trying 450s. Alright, there's 450s again. It's just such a good pullback level. That's the unfortunate part. Hey, there we go.
I don't know if this. I don't even know where I would buy this if it came down.
Yeah.
Just gonna have to watch it for now. It doesn't look very like I don't have a clean reader now.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I'm certainly late in it, and so I just want to see it push up to test 450, which it kind of looks like it's doing. There it is. There's 450. Another candle opened up. I don't know if I like that. We'll see. I mean, I'm watching right now 438 as a bounce level. There's the pullback to it. We'll see if we can...
All right, I just made a $10 scalp. It wasn't much. I probably could have held a minute, like a second longer. I bought at 438, and then I just sold at 439, which was a little quick, but...
I added a little bit of shares to it on that pullback. I'm just going to use like 433s to show as a risk. Yeah, I'll let it test too. Like, I'm not super impatient with this one. I mean, like
436 is support, so that's what I was using for my entry there.
Yeah, and I think that makes sense too. MYT still spiking up, guys, if you guys want to check those out.
Looking for 430. Yep, there goes 430. Oh, I didn't get it. I tried to catch that down to 430. It touched exactly 430, and I just missed it.
Yeah, big drop. I'm letting it test here since it's at 35s. It's right around my risk, and so like I said, I don't really mind letting it test there. I think a lot of the time we're gonna get a bounce too. And the only thing I really wish I did wrong, the only thing I really wish I did here was wait for the pullback instead of jumping in on the highs. I think I chased it a little bit.
What'd you get in at?
440s. 444. Yeah, it's too high. Certainly too high. I still don't hate it though, unless something crazy happens and it breaks under 420s. I'm gonna stay in it and let it work, hopefully.
Bro, we're getting like a lot of shares. Anybody know the float?
It's a larger float for sure. It's certainly a larger float. Let me see if I can find it. I'm just gotta pay attention, but let me see what's up. Yeah, there's 440s.
The Discord bot isn't working anymore, unfortunately. That's how I used to always check the float.
Yeah, that's what I was just checking. Pull back.
You have it on your trade idea scanner?
No, not right now. Like, I'm right here, but I'm very close to exiting this thing. Yeah, I gotta get out there. This is why I hate using limit orders.
You mean market?
No, that was a limit order because I tried to put it in as I tried to exit and it just, you know, didn't fill me. It's alright. A $20 loss, relatively small. We'll see what else we get. Like I said, I think I just chased that, if I'm being honest with myself, a little bit too much. And I think now, as this one starts to pull back, it's just not looking that good for me. We'll see what happens though, you know. Also, look at XSPA. It's kind of holding. CPAT's trying to. I still got a bunch of equity left too, so we'll see what we get. Market's weak today, and so I think honestly what happened is that in the last, I think this energy stock is going to be affected by the market too. And so I think as the market started to drop at 9:34, 4 minutes ago, this is when we started to see the dive in FCEL, and people don't think it's related, but I think it probably is related to just the quick reversal in the market that we called there.
I just held a trade for 3 seconds. That was actually crazy.
It's too long for you.
That was too long.
Yeah. I don't see anything else really.
I'm kind of watching CBAT for a crossover in maybe a minute or two, but it could fail. We'll see.
Someone in Robert in chat said OPTT.
Oh, OPTT? Oh yeah, it is.
Robert in chat said OPTT.
All right, yeah, OPTT is ripping up big here. I'm curious to see. What's up with the VWAP EMA crossover now. And so I might watch OPTT for that. Yeah, FCEL dropped under 420, everybody's favorite number. So I couldn't possibly hold it there. But yeah, OPTT. If you're in chat, you want to see what's moving, check out OPTT. Big moves. Hey, and y'all hit that like button. We need 6 more little baby beautiful likes. Y'all hit that like button. Hey, I appreciate the sub. Aaron, thank you, man. Welcome. Alright, so we did have somebody come in number 5 spot in the World Series of Trading. Nice. Hey, and Tyrell. No, that's not my man Tyrell, is it? I know Tyrell. Or it might not be the same Tyrell. Hey, but we didn't do bad. We had a few people in the top. Alright, what's up? We got CTB. Yeah, FCEL dropping big now.
Yeah, that's a crazy drop.
For FCEL?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm glad I got out, and I don't hate the trade. I think that here's my fault. Here's the problem, though. I think I noticed it a little bit late, and I think because I noticed it late, I just chased it a little bit too much. If I would have waited for my better entry, number one, if I would have caught it like a 5 seconds earlier, I would have already exited the position at 250s, because that's what I wanted, was 250s, or was 450s. Since I got into it late, I think I doubled down on it, which was probably my error. And I think I just got to be honest with the mistake I made for sure. Luckily, I'm scaling down in penny stocks as I am still testing strategies for the most part. But yeah. Let me make sure. Okay, so yeah, no restrictions on futures today. I'm still looking at CTIB here as well. BTBT showing up on the scans. Riot Mirror, let me see.
Mira's last candle was huge. It was a 20-cent candle.
Hey, nice. See what's up, or see what's out. Hey, congrats, brother. Hey, good call. CTIB. Yeah, I'm watching CTIB. We just need it to reverse and move up, and it's got a long ways to go. I'm still watching OPT as well. Oh, Mitch called out EXPR yesterday. That thing's actually ripping up too. XSPA might be about to break highs at 170, so watch that for XSPA. Market's looking a little gloomy and weak, so hey.
Yeah, it's nothing too exciting.
Yeah.
I'm looking at CBAT. It's holding a $9 resistance, kind of resisting the VWAP. But it's slow. It's slow today.
Yeah, for sure. Market breaking lows. Just nailed a, $70 scalp on futures. So let me show you guys this for today. No, I haven't added yet. Mogo? Yeah. What's Mogo doing? Hey man, I wish I would have seen this earlier. This is actually one of the strongest red to green moves I've seen. Mogo, M-O-G-O, guys. Appreciate the call out. Missed it for some reason. I like the extension away from the VWAP too. Oh man. I mean, I don't hate this one, to be honest. I don't hate the levels here. Maybe if I buy 100 shares, it's not gonna be super. Yeah, we're in this one. Oh, I just bought 150. Not again, Thinkorswim. Why are you doing this to me? I like it. We got the crossover. We got the pullback. But I didn't want 150. I just wanted 100. But we got the crossover, we got some extension away from the VWAP, and we got the red to green movement. So those are usually the things that I look for. If the screen's blurry, it's on your end. Forex. MYT's still squeezing up too. Well, there goes MOGO. I'm still letting it test here, and I think it's fine. Like, it's still a small trade for the most part.
Just see that.
But hey, not loving it, that's for sure. The SPY is actually ripping down. Look at the SPY, guys.
It's been 15 minutes in the market open, and I've only taken like 2 trades, so that's pretty boring today for sure.
Yeah, for sure. Right,
I
so
made
yeah,
a whopping $11.78.
Yeah, I'm down like 20 something, $27 or something like that. Small day, you know. But we're gonna save the rest of our equity and start testing that that VWAP moving average crossover, because that's really what I wanted to test. Just not a good day. You know, you guys are right. Well, I'm still watching CTIB though.
Give her a swim, I swear. If you don't click off the screen and you click share, it will not, your orders will not get filled the way you want them to.
Right. Yeah, that's what I forgot to click off screen. I got filled with larger sizing than I really wanted to there, which is my mistake. I should know by now.
Right?
Really. It's my fault, 100%. But hey, listen. Luckily, I'm still in the scale down phase of testing some of these strategies, and so if I do make errors like that, it's cool, you know. Like, I'm gonna scale back up probably in the next few days, and so wish me luck, guys, on that. It just depends on how I perform in the with the VWAP EMA cross that I tested this weekend, which honestly, it's been green trades with that one so far, so. Hey, FCL's kind of trying to fight back up, but.
Yeah, I'm watching CTIB and FCEL. Yeah, those are the 2.
Yeah, there goes CTIB, and this is the red to green crossover that I like so much, but. But I do want to save my equity. It looks good, but I do want to save my equity and trade the VWAP moving average crossover instead, because that's what I really like to test at this point.
Jeez, dude, that's a huge candle for this stock. Like,
Yeah. I would have liked it a lot more if it would have waited to really rip there and given us like one opening above that. Like, with moving averages, you have to wait for like a minute to pass before they really cross on the chart, right? And so I'd much prefer to wait and jump in there. This pullback honestly doesn't look bad though, but
I was waiting on it. I was looking for it to come lower, but it hasn't yet.
Yeah, it's interesting. You can see why my profit target on these is the VWAP, is because look at it when it hits the VWAP, it just rejects, and it might rip back over it, but you know, not yet. So let's look at the EMA and VWAP crossover. We're going to watch CTIB for that as well. CBAT, it doesn't look too bad. Let's see. Yeah, we are about to get the EMA cross. Problem is the range is too tight there. So how's everybody doing in chat? What's up, guys? Let me know how y'all are doing. I'm trying to take it slow drinking my coffee today.
Make sure I hit the like button.
Yeah. Yeah, y'all go check out Caitlin's channel. She was supposed to come on here yesterday. I had to cancel on her because Mitch and I did that Benzinga thing. But y'all show support. Y'all go check out her channel. Let me find the link for it, and I'll post it. And y'all go sub. She talks about trading, business, you know, support female traders. Y'all go subscribe to her channel. Let me see. I don't know why there's so many males relative to females in trading too, you know?
we think
like,
that we're greater than we are, so we're like, we can tackle this.
That's probably right.
Realistically, though, like a genuine answer with like not messing around. Well, I mean, maybe that could still be a little genuine, but the main actual reason why is like scientifically, females are more risk adverse, probably because they're smarter.
Sense.
So
Yeah,
we're
sure.
like, because guys have always been more willing to take risks. So that's why we hop around the market and lose all our money.
Yeah, that's probably why. Like, my wife actually trades really well when she comes on stream, and she, like, every time she's come on stream, she's made more money than I have on those days. Like, I'll let her trade myself, and then she's nervous about it the whole time. But like, that's just because she's new. But like, she's got some good trades that she puts in there. You know.
Yep. On average, guys are gonna do a lot more risky stuff.
Yeah. Long term in the stock market, women tend to do better with investing, but I mean, I don't know. Like, who cares? Who cares?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I don't think, I think everybody's a little bit different anyway, and I think it probably has to do with like the older culture of like the pit and all that stuff. But
yeah, and just like women, I mean, women in the workforce is relatively new still.
Right.
So
exactly.
especially in the stock market and like analytical kind of jobs, it's gonna take a while.
Yeah, for sure. I'm still looking at CBAT. I'm still looking at CTIB. A little bit mad I didn't take the CTIB trade, but
CTIB
I think
is definitely holding that VWAP resistance.
Right. But see, that would have been my profit target is 250, and so it's tough for me. It's like, it would have worked out, but I think at the same time, considering the morning, I have to just kind of slow it down and go back to like testing the strategies. Here's the SPY trying to break lows again.
Oh, we broke above VWAP on CTIB.
Yeah.
Hold.
All right, so market's trying to break down. We're watching it. We're gonna see what we get. We're at 80s.
I think I might have to get a new laptop in
Good
the
time.
end. I don't know. Well, okay, so when you're not a Mac user, but when you use 3 fingers and slide up, you can view all the windows on your computer.
Right.
It's not doing that for me, so I don't know. I
Yeah.
don't.
Are you like super? Are you super loyal to Mac?
So I have a Surface Pro.
Okay.
I like it. It's just not. I don't know. I like the Mac system. I like the processing system and how smooth and easy it is.
It's intuitive, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, but I don't know. I'm not too loyal. What would you recommend for a laptop?
I think for a
I'm on
trading
an MSI,
laptop,
and it works
Yeah.
amazing.
I think for a trading laptop, I would go with PC just because Steve Jobs, brilliant genius, man, but he was very what's the word? I'm running a blank. He had a very closed-end dream for Apple. Like, he thinks everything needs to be closed into Apple. There's and because he was like that, there's less compatibility with Apple, especially in the trading space. Like, and as a programmer myself, to make an app for both Apple and Windows, you need to know 2 different languages. Apple is Swift, Windows is Java, or mobile apps, at least, on especially app stores, are Java. A lot of them are C, and so with that said, you're going to run into some compatibility issues with Apple with a lot of different platforms, depending on which platforms you use. But I think Apples are more intuitive computers, but I also think that you can get a far better computer for the price relative to like the specs with a Windows or with a PC. Like, you can get, like, I bought a laptop last year for $1,700. It's an i7, 32 gig SSD laptop, great laptop. The same laptop the same spec computer with an Apple would have been $3,000-$4,000. You know, so
yeah. You're definitely paying for the Apple logo and the.
It's also that it's compatible with all your other devices. That's definitely why they're able to charge a premium.
Right.
Like it's compatible with your phone, your watch, like any other stuff they make, iPad. Yeah.
For sure.
So it's
and I think that makes sense.
But yeah, I have an MSI and I love it.
Yeah. I have a Lenovo Legion gaming computer laptop, and it works super well. I'm gonna take 500 shares of
CTIB.
Yeah, well, I was going to. What? I have the buying power for that. Why is it pretending like I don't?
Well, I bet you're happy you didn't get in when you said it.
Well, no, it was CBAT is what I'm really trying to attack.
Oh, CBAT.
Yeah, I have the buying power for this. See? It just told me I didn't have the buying power. What? It's like, nah, you ain't got the buying power, John. Oh, you're gonna try again? Insta-fill. Great. Thanks.
And $20. Woohoo. $20 scalp. I just made a scalp on CTIB. 244 to 245. It was literally 1 cent, 2,000 shares.
Yeah, I am in CBAT, and this is the strategy I'm testing here. Very swingy, big float, but hey, we're gonna see if we get the push that we're looking for.
Hey John, are you in a trade right now?
Yeah, I'm in CBAT.
I think maybe Sanjay in chat mixed up our names then, because I mean I did just take a trade, but there's no way that they could have known that. So I'm guessing that they meant you then, because it said, "Dear Eric, could you summarize your current trade setup for the trade that you are into?" And I don't think that they knew I was in a trade whenever I just took that scalp.
Yeah, for sure. So the one I'm into just now, I'm just testing. He might be talking to you though, because there is like a little bit of lag on the stream. But right now I'm using small size. Like I got 50 shares here, and I'm really just testing this moving average VWAP crossover. So I'm looking for this moving average here, which is the 26 EMA to cross above the VWAP. And then I'm seeing if we can attack the range in between that level and like the previous highs of the day. So really I'm looking for like 940s here if we can. I don't mind letting it test here, but it's not looking great so far. It is dropping down a little bit, but it's not enough to really be super worried about it either. We're just going to see if we can make that squeeze up there. We got the VWAP moving average crossover, and we're really just in kind of the testing phase for this right now. And so we got the moving average to cross above the VWAP. We got a few candles to open up. We got a dip for us to enter. And now we're going to see if this thing can really pop up. And so still kind of in the testing phase, small size, but, looks promising so far. Even if this one doesn't work, I don't judge it based off of one trade. We're about break even now, and we'll see what we get. That's what we're ultimately looking for here. So.
And to Sanjay, if you did mean me, you can, and this goes for anyone in chat too. If you ever want me to actually see something, the best way to do it is type @EricSpaceGreen, and then it will highlight the message for me, and then it would be a lot harder for me to miss it. So if you did mean that for me, just do @EricGreen, and then I'll see it, and then I'll answer the question.
Also, how was your experience with the TV?
I actually was just about to. Yeah. So remember that Monday, whenever John and Caitlin were on the stream, and I had that trade issue.
Yeah.
That's what that person's referring to, is that day. So my experience with Thinkorswim, I ended up calling them. I was on hold for over an hour, which that definitely sucked. But once I finally did manage to get on the actual line with somebody, he was super understanding and he compensated me. So I lost $36 due to the lag. He compensated me $40, which again, $4 for an hour of my time isn't good, but at least I got all the money back from the trade and some. So
you're a main man.
It was overall, it was a good experience. I've always had good experiences with Thinkorswim's support, not on issues of needing help on actually doing something on the platform, for that, like very rarely are they actually able to help me do what I'm trying to do on the platform. But whenever it comes to matters of client services regarding my account, they've always been brilliant. So that's
Yeah, for
my
sure.
experience with Thinkorswim.
So I nailed a little bit of a scalp in the futures market so far today. No losing trades yet. 2 green trades, no losing trades yet. Here's my stats in futures. So we're doing okay. I'll continue to update you guys on that while I'm sitting in the CBAT trade. Kind of chopping back and forth.
You want to know what's a little strange?
What's up?
I get better fills trading 2,000 shares than I do when I trade 1,000 shares. And I get better fills trading 1,000 shares than I do whenever I'm trading 100.
They might make it a bigger priority since it's larger, and that
It might
smaller
be.
orders are put in kind of the back end because they're
Yeah.
small and you know.
I did that 2,000 share order on CTIB and it was like an instant fill. And I just realized that like I used to get partial fills all the time when I was trading 500 shares, but I just did a 2,000 share order with absolutely no issue. Yeah.
Are you gonna fill
So
me?
maybe that's the secret. Just go and start throwing around more shares so that I get better fills.
Honestly, this is why I hate limit orders. Like, people ask me all the time why I use limit orders here. This is why I hate them. Because I try to get filled. I jump in, and it just refuses to fill me. Took a loss there on this one. Unfortunate, but it's alright. Not the best
I'm
day
gonna
for
watch
me
that
in
on
penny
the
stocks,
stream,
for
I
sure.
wanna see
Yeah.
I wanna see it.
I hate limit
Oh wait, you're
orders,
already
man.
in the trade.
Well, no, I'm out at this point.
I
But
gotta rewind then to see it.
that's why I hate limit orders, man. You know, especially like with my style of trading. This was just a test. It's small in the grand scheme of things, and we're still testing this strategy, like I said. So I wouldn't follow me into these trades because, like I said, I'm really just in the testing phase of this one.
I wouldn't follow your trades ever. At least
Right,
like
yeah,
anyone
yeah.
in the chat, please don't ever follow the trades.
Yeah, don't fall.
That's not what we want. Yeah, it's just gonna end up hurting you. You know.
We want you to learn
Right.
your own strategies and everything.
For sure. And like I still have some more equity, but I'm down like 30 or 40 bucks today. It's a fairly big loss for me. And so, you know, I'll probably just hang it up. Nothing is really running up like we want it to. The best one I
Hey,
honestly saw
can I-
today
can
was CTIB.
Can I ask a question real quick?
Sure.
Were you talking about? Were you referring to your trade on CBAT?
Yes.
You bought in with a market order though, yeah? It
Yes.
looks like you. Wait, so you meant you hate market orders, right?
No, so when I sold, and when this thing started to
Oh,
squeeze
okay.
down under $9, I tried to sell, no fill, tried to sell again, no fill, and then I had to mark it out because the bid just, and that's why, like I've said it before, like entries are fine. I think using limit orders on entries are fine. It also might be that I jumped in on the asking price. This should be the bid right here, and so I think it's honestly, if I'm being honest, it's probably my own mistake, and I'm just frustrated. If I'm being objective about the situation, when I exit there, it should be a bid exit if I want to get filled like ASAP, and like that's the problem.
Also with penny stocks, they're so volatile and they can go up and down so fast that with limit orders, it's kind of tricky sometimes to really just get that.
Oh, for sure. And it's all right. Like I said, the last 2 weeks have certainly been difficult. Yes, last week was my first losing week in like 3 or 4 weeks, like a month or so. I think it was like 5 weeks. And then this week is definitely not starting great. This week I'm down like 25 bucks, and so it's not the end of the world. But hey, it's certainly not a fun week. But futures are going okay, so, you know, optimism.
There you go. Plus you have until Friday. It's only Tuesday.
Right, for sure.
Yeah, I just watched it back. I saw it happen. So yeah, you join the ask or whatever, and then it just it has to like tick above or whatever for you to get it, like get out or whatever, and it just didn't fill you because yeah, it was
Huge
the
squeeze.
ask.
Yeah.
Yeah. There wasn't enough people buying at that level for you to actually get out, and yeah.
It's alright, you know. Like I said, most of the time, most of this is just testing anyway. I still think this setup is good, but I do think I need to tweak it a little bit and figure out, when it's going to work the best. I also think that there needs to be specific setups that I wait for. CBAT was a gap down, and so out of all the stocks I tested, I didn't actually test it on gap downs, and so mostly it's on strength with gap ups, and I think that is, if I had an issue there, I think that was it. MYT, guys, MYT is ripping up pretty substantially here.
John Smith said, "Why am I being charged $4 commission on TOS? Do you guys know?"
OTC market.
So TOS doesn't charge commissions on if you're trading like shares, but they do charge commissions if you're trading options. So maybe it's possible that you are an options trader and that's why you're being charged commissions.
For sure.
If you're trading shares, the only thing you'll be paying is fees from the SEC and FINRA. So my question would be, are you trading options? And if so, that's why you're being charged commission.
For sure.
No, you're on CBIT? Huh. That's weird. I would maybe call them or look into that, John.
It's alright, I'll be alright.
Yeah, unless you're trading absolutely massive share size, the fees wouldn't get you to be charged that much. So,
y'all are talking about
$15 scalp. So if you're doing a $15 scalp and you're paying $3.95 on commission, that's actually insane.
Wait, is it an OTC stock?
No answer for you there.
I think I might have accident.
Where, do you see somewhere that it said you were charged like $3.95 on a commission?
Was it a fee commission? What does it say exactly?
Well, so like one way you're able to or whatever, and then you go to monitor and then account statement. You can see the total commissions and fees year to date, which right now my total commissions and fees year to date is $400 something. But that's just like from SEC and FINRA fees, which by the way, that's insane. Just from SEC and FINRA fees, I've paid over $400. That's crazy.
Yeah, so CBAT...
I've traded a lot of shares to be paying that much.
And CBAT is a NASDAQ stock, so it's not OTC.
And I haven't even had it, because apparently, like, in order for you to be able to see that fees and commissions on the account statement tab, you have to go and, like, there's some feature you have to turn on TD Ameritrade's site. And I didn't have that on initially, and I only turned that on like a couple months ago. So all of that money is just from the last couple months as well. Crazy.
Yeah. Somebody's saying short interest. That's plausible. Short interest, like that's a plausible.
Someone messaged me on Discord, SQBG.
SQBG.
It does have a
That's cute.
Like, spiky volume.
It's not bad. Oh, this is the one I wanted
something
this
that
morning.
I would trade if it had consistent volume, but I'm always worried whenever, like, earlier in the day it was trading like 20k volume and now it's trading, over 100k. It's always a little bit concerning. By the way, John, are you still around?
What's up?
I haven't heard the rocket ship.
Oh yeah, my computer's,
right?
I guess it's handling, everything. Right now we also have
Hello?
Riot. I'm hoping it
Hello?
is. Whoa, yeah, look at Riot. Bitcoin, I'm assuming, is just popping up.
Yeah, John Smith. I would reach out to Thinkorswim.
Oh, y'all might be talking about the other John. Oh, I don't know. There's too many Johns in here. Alright. NXTD rip it up too, though, guys.
Yeah, I don't know what happened to John.
Can y'all hear me?
So, Daniel,
Oh,
you have
my
to,
bad, guys.
You're muted.
Yeah, sorry, I've been sitting, the stream has been able to hear me. I've been sitting here muted, my bad, guys. I've been sitting here talking, but my kid came in here a second ago and I had to mute it, and I think that I forgot to, unmute. Yeah, my fault.
Daniel said, at Eric Green, how do you bring up the fees in the account statement? So again, you have to upgrade the account, and it's completely free to do so. This is one of the things I called Thinkorswim before to figure out how to do. And I don't remember where it is, but if you go to the TD Ameritrade website, there is somewhere where you upgrade it, and then it tracks everything on the monitor tab in the Thinkorswim platform so that you can see how much you've paid in fees and commission, which is just fees. You can pretty much just eliminate the commission unless you're trading options. But from simply SEC and FINRA fees, I've paid over $400, which is kind of a little upsetting, but I mean, for me, what I've looked at, I pay around $3 to $5 a day in fees from how many shares I trade.
Yeah. So if I go to monitor account statement and then click the cash and sweep vehicle, it gives me the commission and fees kind of there. I don't know if that helps.
Oh, okay. So
go to monitor, and that's where you can see it. So you go to monitor.
Well, no. So what you can actually do, right, is if you go to monitor account statement, and then at the very bottom, do you see where it says account summary?
Yeah.
If you click down on that, at the very bottom of that list is total commissions and fees year to date.
Right.
And if you have the upgraded account, it will show the total value there. So the cash sweep vehicle will show your fees per trade. For me, it says that today at 8:56 Central Time, I took a position on CTIB, and I paid 29 cents on fees, miscellaneous fees. Yeah, that's why I end up paying $5 or something like that a day from commissions, or fees rather.
So we're going to try to get some futures trading in here, team. So wish me luck. We're up today. I'm watching the SPY itself. Penny stocks are dead to me today, So I got into this argument with this guy on Facebook,
Oh God.
Yeah. Yeah, always a great way to start a conversation. Am I right? But no, it's a slow day for me right now, so I guess I'll talk about it. So I made this post, right? And listen, I'll say this: I was a huge John Jones fan for years, right? Huge John Jones fan for years, But once he
I just got a message on Discord. Who's that?
Huh?
I got a message on Discord for someone asking who that is.
John Jones.
It was just me. I don't know who that is. So
An American mixed martial artist.
Gotcha. Oh, did you Google it?
Yep.
Okay, so you didn't know either. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, that's why I wanted you to clarify, because I knew I didn't know, and I figured maybe a couple other people might not as well.
In which Discord? Mine Discord?
No, it was a joke. Have you ever heard the "Hey, my friend asked"? When you don't know something, someone will be like,
when you don't know.
Yeah. So
hey, my friend asked me,
Yeah, so I was joking, someone in Discord messaged me they didn't know, but really I didn't know.
Yeah. Hey guys, my friend has got this problem right now. I get it.
Yeah.
John Jones.
Yeah. So what I was gonna say is, I was a huge John Jones fan, big MMA fan here. And once Jones started to fail for steroids, and he 100% failed for steroids. There's no question John Jones failed for steroids. He failed for estrogen blockers, which, he used a tainted supplement excuse, but it's you don't pop for estrogen blockers, which basically hide steroid use. they're not throwing estrogen blockers in your supplements, John. You know what I mean? They're not doing that. And so it's obvious he intentionally used steroids. Like, no matter what anybody says, no matter how much people like him, like Jones 100% like intentionally used steroids. And so for me, he's out of the GOAT conversation, you know? Mm-hmm. And like, I talked about that on this Facebook post. And, you know, I was very fair. I was like, look, man, I like Jones. I like Cormier. You know, I think realistically, DJ, Demetrius Johnson, or Amanda Nunes is going to be the GOAT. Maybe Habib, too. I think Habib he's got a certain argument for that as well. People say GSP, it's certainly not GSP. But I basically say that here. Oh, crap, man. It's the trash day. I'll be back, guys. Hold it down. I'll be back. And we'll resume this convo in a later.
I know, cliffhanger.
Right, yeah, we'll leave it at that. I'll be back. I gotta go take the trash out. My daughter's in here like, Daddy. All right, I'll be back.
Brian said, at Eric Green, I just started a few weeks ago via Robinhood with a few $100s. As I got more confident and learned trends, etc., I've added dollars, but I just feel you can't analyze with that platform. Yeah, I don't think. Well, okay. So naturally on Robinhood they have line charts, but you're able to open up candlestick charts, which that will give you a little bit of a better ability to analyze. But just all in all, it's a very bad platform unless you're just strictly looking for long-term investment. And then even then, I still wouldn't recommend Robinhood because like Robinhood was great when it was like the pioneer of like commission-free brokers, but nowadays there are multiple commission-free brokers, right? And in my opinion, Thinkorswim does everything Robinhood can do, but better. So at that point, why would you do Robinhood, right? Like even TD or Thinkorswim has a mobile app too, so you can't even say it's like just about the mobile app or mobile access because
Robinhood for me has always been very like entry-level baseline investing. But if you want to do like more technical analysis and really get into the stock and like read the stock and everything, it's just not going to work.
And there was also one other thing someone said is, for how long have you guys been trading and how much did you make since then? I've been trading for like just short of a year, and I do like $2,000 a month around the area, like 1,500 to 2.2 thousand a month. But we're scaling up. I'm hoping that I can be doing like, well, not hoping. I'm pushing towards being able to do like 5,000 a month by May.
Do you invest as well? Just trade?
I have like some, but I don't put a lot of money. Most of my money is in my like this trading account,
right.
And I don't invest with money that's in this trading account because it skews my numbers, and I have to import my stuff so that I can put it on chart log so that I can show it so people can see how I'm performing. And I don't like the idea of those numbers being affected by longer term holdings, and it just kind of makes things more confusing. Because if I wasn't doing YouTube, I could totally just throw like 20 grand into like some sort of ETF. But the reason why I don't throw 20 grand into an ETF from my trading account is simply because that would skew my numbers so much that it would make it really difficult to actually track my performance.
Right.
All right, guys. So I'm back. My name is John, Brian. My name is John. But yeah, took the trash out, did my job. You know.
Good job.
Oh, let's like for all the names or whatever. I'm Eric, and then John, and
I'm Caitlin.
And we're all YouTubers. They both have channels as well. I think Eric's is still in the description. Man, Eric should be paying me. This thing's been in the description for like 3 weeks now.
I'm on enough, I think, right?
Right.
Wait, do you have it on your videos too? Is it in your videos?
No, it's not my videos.
Okay, yeah, so it's just the streams. Yeah. When I'm on the streams like a lot nowadays.
Right, for sure. But yeah, with that said, I'm trading futures. Futures, if you can trade the SPY or the Emini or crude oil or gold and silver, you can trade futures. And I'm using a funded account program for futures, guys. The way it works is it's very cheap. It's regulated in the US, and it's a funded account program. So The base one is $120. If you go through my link, it's 20% off. With that, if you can make $2,000 on the account they give you, while following the rest of their rules and pass phase 2, they fund you $30,000 as a professional proprietary futures trader with an 80% profit split, and you get to keep 100% of your first withdrawal. And they've processed around, I think, $2 million in trader withdrawals this year alone. And so they legit pay you. Like, look, I'm selling this, you know.
I think BizPhone might throw a fit if you don't continue the John Jones story.
Oh, okay. Oh, I got you, BizPhone. Here, look, y'all check out futures. There's the link. Help support your boy here. All right, so anyways, I made this post in the Facebook comments of bjpin.com's Facebook comment post. And it's just an argument. Everybody's in there arguing. Some are saying Jones is the GOAT. Some are saying he ain't the GOAT because he failed for steroids. Some people are trying to sit there and be like, no, he had a tainted supplement, you know. And I'm sitting there, I'm just kind of like, bro, you know. And so I tell him, I said, look, Jones popped for estrogen blockers too, which is definitely why it wasn't a tainted supplement. In the end, Jones has not finished anyone in a long time, has arguably lost his last 2 fights right after his failed drug tests. You all want to pretend the man wasn't juicing? If he was on PEDs intentionally, he can't be the greatest. Regardless of how much you like him, it's self-evident. Even if you don't like DC, Jones 100% used roids intentionally, then started to perform much worse after he stopped and was caught. If you think that's a coincidence, you're lying to yourself. Truth is there. You know, boom. You know, now in this Facebook post got more likes than I think I've ever gotten on Facebook. This thing's got like almost 100 likes at this point. You know, I'm the commenter of the, you know, of the whole article. I'm like the top comment on this thing right now. And so I got half people just talking hella smack to me. They're like, "You're just bitter." I'm like, "Bitter about what?" Like, I'm not an MMA fighter, you know. Like, I'm just telling you my objective opinion on it, you know, or my subjective opinion on it. And like everybody's throwing a fit, bro. Everybody's throwing a fit. They're so mad, and it's like I just got to sit here and respond to them. I'm just kind of like, look, we got some guy yelling at me, cursing at me, and I'm just kind of like, notice how you didn't list any counterpoints. You just seem upset.
That's Facebook for you.
Right. I'm just like, I'm like, why are you so upset, bro? I was like, why are you acting so insecure here? I was like, just my opinion. It shouldn't bother you that much, regardless of anything else. You know, seems like you got your own issues, is what I said. Like, everybody's hating on me now, and it's just kind of like, dude, like, what? Like, it's a good argument. It's a good argument. Like I said, I think DJ, Demetrius Johnson, even though they did that man dirty, I think he was probably the GOAT, and then I think you got Amanda Nunes and Habib at number 2, you know?
Yeah. I don't know, there's a conversation to have about steroids and, like, enhancers, performance enhancers, because, like, yes, it should be completely equal across the board, right? So if people are doing steroids, everybody should be doing steroids, or
100%.
like, but I don't know, it's definitely an interesting conversation to have. I don't know, I mean,
It's a tough one.
Yeah, so
and yeah, I get it. And you know, of course, Dana White's gonna defend Jones because, like, look, Jones is like a poster boy for there, and so, like, you know what I mean. But I'm the type that, like, just let them use steroids. Like, TRT Tour was, like, great. Like, I'm for that. Like, let them all use steroids.
For trading, check out DNK.
Yeah, I see that one popping up on my scans.
Yeah.
Whoa. Yeah, big move for DNK. Huge rip.
yeah, what was that catalyst? Oh my god.
I don't know. I gotta figure it out too.
No news.
I'm scaling down for the stock. I just want to make sure I keep green on the day. I'm up 33 on the day, and if I ended red with no opportunities after the stock, I would be fuming. So.
Are you in on DNK?
No, not yet. I'm looking for an entry. I just pulled it up. So.
Yeah.
But I'll probably, if it keeps this kind of volume on it, I'll probably end up taking a couple positions on it.
3.5 million volume.
Yeah, it did 1.157 million last candle.
Dude, this whole swipe up, I need to see my every screen on my computer. I can't deal with this. I can't like swipe up or anything. Does anybody know how to fix that in chat?
How do you swipe? It's a touch screen?
It's
No, it's on the trackpad of the
trackpad,
MacBook.
yeah.
Oh, that's weird.
It's so weird, and I've like it on the trackpad settings. It's like checked where like if the 3 fingers light up, it's all checked and everything. So nothing's changed. So.
Did you get it wet?
No. Nothing. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, it's weird.
So weird.
Sometimes you got like mine acts funny. Sometimes I just have to like let it sit for like a day. Yeah.
I don't know. Sometimes I feel like I just need to throw this laptop across the room and just, you know, get another one.
It's a natural impulse, you know.
Exactly.
DNK 150 million in the float, huge float. No, mine's showing 33 mil.
And it's doing over 1 million a candle. So.
Yeah. So this is big float. Should be rotated today if it keeps it up.
Wait, somehow I have Riot pulled up. When did I pull up Riot?
Crypto stock.
I don't remember pulling it up though.
I'm waiting to trade. Y'all stick around. I'm probably gonna trade some futures today, but like, I gotta just wait for this. I'm not, you know, I gotta wait for something to happen here. The market's kind of sideways now. Maybe if we start to break 360s, you know, 370.
I seriously, sorry.
Oh, you're good.
I'm just in shock right now. I don't remember pulling this up. I mean, the chart doesn't look bad. Like if you take a look at Riot, it doesn't look bad at all.
Yeah, it's Bitcoin. Bitcoin's been making some moves. What's Bitcoin? Bitcoin must be moving then. Let me see. Yeah, Bitcoin is pushing up, testing highs. Highs are at 17,300, and Bitcoin is at 17,265, moving towards the highs, and so I think that is going to surge this bad boy up. Solo still pushing. Cat here. Good.
I'm kind of looking at DNK. I'm just so confused. What the hell happened? How there's no news or anything.
Yeah. MRIN. If we were talking about that one, that one's spiking up some. All right, so if we start to break like 75s, like 359 75s in the SPY, I might attack it, but slow day right now, and yeah, I mean, we try to. Oh, I'm in Texas, Brian.
And even like FCEL has had a nice little curl back up.
Oh yeah, guys. Hey, listen. Up to 30. So there's with Top Step. I forgot to tell you guys today. I completely forgot to mention this. With Top Step, they have a sale going on right now to where, and like I said, I think most people are going to have to reset their account at least once. And it's just normal, and that's fine because Top Step is so cheap, right? Like right now, you can get during this sale. You can get Top Step packages for you can buy one package depending on which package it is, but also one reset that comes with it for I think $100. Let me see what the exact offer is. I know it started today, so let me try to go to this and see what it says. I think there's a sale. There's got to be a sale there. Has anybody tried TradeStation? I tried freaking...
I'm not, but I've heard good things.
Yeah.
Riot is really going to.
Yeah, so...
Yeah, Riot is going for sure.
But yeah, there's like a 33% off sale going on right now for Top Step. Y'all want to check it out? Let me see if I can find the link. Let me go to this real quick. Yeah, I'm waiting to trade some futures. I'm looking at I'm up a few $100 on the day so far. Brian, man, I mean, it's not that I don't want your real estate investment tips, but I'm also a real estate agent, brother. All right, look. Here's the top. All right, look, we're in futures. We bought one contract, and this is how easy futures trading is. Look, I buy. It's just like day trading. I sell. Boom.
$10
sold.
scalp.
$25 scalp right there in the futures market. Just like Eric's scalping, I'm almost doing the exact same thing.
Just did a $10 scalp on Riot. Oh man, dude, that could have been a $100 scalp if I just held 2 more seconds. See, that's where sometimes it does feel bad. Like, holding 2 more seconds is the difference between a $100 scalp and a $10 scalp. But at the end of the day, I'm okay with just taking my $10 and going next.
Right.
So,
makes sense.
Like, look at Riot, dude. Look at Riot. And then look at where I bought. I bought at 496.
Austin
and
is
look at Riot.
looking at FSR. It's kind of expensive for a penny stock, but it's moving.
Yeah, it is. I mean, it's ripping up.
Man, Riot is so good. Oh my god, I love it. It's like my favorite price, and it's moving very well.
Yeah, that thing is hammering up for sure.
Yeah. I'm so sad though. Like, if I literally bought 496, that could have been huge, over $200. But you know, not my style.
Yeah, it happens. We're gonna try to buy a little bit here in the futures market. We just bought one contract. We're gonna see if we can jump in and sell this thing real quick.
What future or what like?
Yeah, futures. Just one contract.
On what? Yes.
Yeah. And we're getting a little bit of a pullback here. We're gonna exit if we need to very quickly. We're gonna let it test 70s. Okay, we're good. We're back. Break even slightly in the green. We'll see if we can make this squeeze up to 25s. 70s. Now we'll let it consolidate here, see what we get. We're in 70s. We're about break even right now. So we go pop. And come on, feel me. There we go. All right, another $25 scalp in the futures market. We're doing good. Still watching this one over 360s. But that's how easy futures trading is. Like, people don't realize, like, futures trading, and I think I didn't realize, I think the fact that they have contracts in futures is different. And so you think it's like options trading, when really it's just day trading. It's like day trading stocks more than anything. It's like day trading specific assets of stocks like gold, silver, crude, cattle prices, the Emini, which is just the S&P 500. And it's just buying market. I can buy the bid, I can sell the market, I can join the ask. Contracts, it's just every tick up or down in contracts is $12.50 in profit or losses. So if I buy 2 contracts, for instance, and it goes up 1 tick, that's $25 in profit. If it goes against me 1 tick, that's $25 in losses. If I buy 1 contract, it's $12.50 up and down. And that's it. This is Top Step. Yes, sir. I'm also, guys, like I said, if you guys know any like legit funded account programs for stocks, let me know. I'm still looking for one.
I saw Austin asking about what our thoughts were on FSR, and I'm not really I'm not gonna like look at it right now. But the reason why is because Riot has been so good that I kind of don't want to look away from it. But maybe Caitlin or John could look at it and give their thoughts.
I made one futures contract on the SPY, trying to scalp on the long side. Dropping a little bit pretty quick. We're gonna exit if this one drops too much here. I just want to let it consolidate, see what we get. We're pretty break even now. Seeing if we can make a pop up to test 360s.
Yeah, I kind of already mentioned FSR. I don't know, it has low volume, kind of. It's a little expensive for me to be trading with in the penny stock realm, but
How much does it cost?
it's $16.50 right now.
Yeah.
How much volume is it doing a candle?
Right now it's around like 100, 200,000.
Huh.
So it's not bad, but
Yeah.
I tried to get out there to sell this contract. I'm letting it consolidate. We're pretty close to break even here. And so I changed my mind on it, but there's 80s, 81s, 82s.
sorry, yeah, they just have news to participate in Barclays Global Automotive Virtual Conference, so that's why FSR is moving up. But
Try to take profit there for this. Still sitting here. There we go.
Yeah, Riot is definitely my favorite thing going on for sure, though. Very, very good volume. Decent ATR. Actually, it's not decent. It's a really good ATR.
Break even in futures, up a little bit. We'll see if we get that push so I can profit here. There's 84s, 85s. We're slightly greener break even at this point. We just need to get up one more tick and we'll take profits on it. I like the strength. It looks strong here too. There's the strength coming in. 86, 87. There we go. That's good enough. We'll leave that hanging out. All right, so we just got filled. Another $25 scalp in the futures market. I hope you guys see, like, this works. Like, futures trading, listen, if you could trade momentum scalps like this, you could trade futures. And I talk about it all the time. In the futures market, wretched? No. Not for my scalping. It's all relative to the strategies you're using, and with me, I'm scalping mostly short-term momentum, and so there's no point.
For any of those people in the chat that have been trading bungees since I have kind of started talking about it, take a look at Riot, because I think we're about to see a bungee opportunity down to a range of 475 to 480 potentially. So definitely consider checking that out. But don't buy my shares, I swear. If I don't get filled and you guys do, I'm done. No more sharing. Because that happened the other day. I tried to get filled, and then Vinny and chat got filled, and I didn't.
oh,
A little bit upset there. I was not mad, just maybe a little bit.
no, there's room for everybody here.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, sorry, my son is literally in here trying to talk me into letting him play Halo right now.
How old?
6.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's my life right now. And I'm like, no, dude.
Where did he learn about Halo?
Yesterday.
I know I didn't know about Halo when I was 6.
Yeah, yesterday I let him play a little bit, and just because he'd been asking. And like Halo's a game I've played for like 10 years. Like I've been playing Halo since since it came out, really. But he wants to play now. Him and his sister. This is the reality. Him and his sister played against each other yesterday, and he won. And so now he's got a huge ego, and he's just he thinks he's just the best Halo player ever. And so he wants to keep playing, but
Are they not in school?
So they were in school. Then he's at a private school, so it's like very small classes, but they started to get some positive COVID cases. Like they had one in his grade, not in his class, but in his grade. And so once they did that, they basically shut down his grade, and so now they're home for the next 10 days. Both him and my daughter are both home. So
wow.
Yeah.
It's crazy, like with COVID, you just, as a parent, you have to be so flexible.
Oh my gosh, man, it's so I love my kids, but like if I'd be lying if I said I didn't look forward to the break every day while they're at school,
For sure.
But it's good. Like there's pros and cons. Like less rest, but you get to spend more time, hang out with them a little bit, and I think that that's always good. Hold on, my wife's calling me right now. Let me see what she said. I'll be right back, guys.
Okay. Eric, what did you say that bungee level for Riot was? Like
I'm watching 477 to 48.
Yeah.
I'm just waiting and keeping ready.
It's like what is it? Is that what he says? Like waiting.
I don't know. I don't remember. I stopped. I always have a stream open, but it's always muted. But I like to know what stock he's in, because anytime that he's in a stock, I know that I'll have a good rate. But guys, if you need bungee opportunities, just follow Ross around, because when he sells, like the stock will fall and it will bounce. So you just follow Ross around and wait for him to leave, and then it will drop, and then you get your nice bungee.
Right. Makes sense.
Yeah.
All right, so we jumped in another contract here in the futures market. We'll see. We've last two trades have been green. Hopefully we get a little surge here.
By the way, so Abir said, Eric, are you still in Riot? This goes for like everyone in chat. If you ever ask if I'm ever in a position, the answer will always be no, because my positions last 1 second or less.
Yeah.
So if in that 1 second that I'm in a position, I'm not reading chat. So if I'm ever reading chat, that means I'm not actively in a position, though I'm waiting for a potential, because Riot had the potential to come down to 477, 48. I don't want to assign a percentage because I don't have a strong percentage, but it was possible that it could have happened there, and that would have been the range that it would have bounced at. And by the way, that's how I've always done my trading, is you never know for absolute certain. I mean, you can like a moment before it happens, but like predicting 5 minutes ahead, like I was just doing right there, you can never know for certain, but you can assign a probability and just be ready if that instance that does occur. Like you want to be ready to like know what you're going to do no matter what happens to the stock. So if it goes up, what's the plan? It goes down, what's the plan? Like what level, what go down to, what level will go up to. Think about all options, because if you're ready for all options, then you can capitalize no matter what happens.
Yeah, so I got into
kind of raging.
So I got into a little scalp there, another one. That is like, what, 4 in a row? And I hope you guys could see, like, I don't hold these for very long at all. It's not as fast as Eric's trades. Like, I hold mine, I would guess, on average, like 30 seconds. But they're profitable, and it works really, really well. Last 4 trades in a row have been all green. Made about $100 out of those 4 trades. I am up a total of $195 on the day. And so, yeah, we're going to keep seeing what we can get here. We're getting the squeeze up. Market's actually turning around here, so I think we got to be a little bit careful. I think the swings are going to be a little bit larger, but I think we'll have some opportunity here. And biggest thing I need to work on is just not giving back my profit at this point in time.
Someone in chat called out BLNK, and it is doing some movements. It is showing some movement. So
yeah, it's a charging station company, BLNK, Blink Charging. They basically have like charging stations for electric vehicles, I think. A little bit of an EV play is what it is. It's so good to see a group of hungry. Or this is nice seeing a group of motivated and hungry individuals online. Yes, sir. Hey, listen. That's all it's really about. You know, you are who you hang out with, and I think, you know, it's about surrounding yourself with people that want to succeed as well, and that's like important. I think if you surround yourself by people that just want to lay around all day, you're just gonna lay around. You know.
Right. Truth.
And like I'm glad. Like I think being ambitious will help you in a lot of different ways in life. I think it'll specifically like, you know, it'll specifically help you kind of focus on certain things that'll help you. I'm trying to think of a good way to say it. Help you avoid falling into like traps as you get older, with like whatever it may be, with like drug use or you know, whatever you're involved with. I think being motivated and hungry to you know build something and accomplish something will help you see things more clearly in that regard and understand you know what's the most important things.
I'm all about that FIRE movement. I'm only ambitious so that I can be lazy.
Right, 100%.
When I get to that point where I can be lazy, and then even while I'm being lazy, I'm making more money than I would have if I, like, were being active.
I don't know, man. I think I would enjoy, you know, I think if I just sat around all day, I'd be so bored, you know? Like, I think, I look forward to the streams every day, and I look forward to doing this, and, you know, I think that I would love to retire early, but I still think I would have some type of, like, hustle on the side, even if I did retire early, you know?
I would keep trading, but that would be it. I wouldn't, like, whenever I'm ready to, like, I have money, just sitting there, like, collecting passive income. One sec. About to make a trade, maybe. I only got filled 10 shares. Come on, man. That's so stupid. That would have been a $20 scalp, but because I only had a partial fill, I got filled 10 shares. I made 20 cents instead of $20.
Eric hit us with that Joe Biden. Like, come on,
yeah.
man.
Yeah, exactly, man. It's so disappointing. Whatever. 20 cents is 20 cents.
Yeah. Hey.
Jeez.
Green is green, bro. You're doing better than me today.
It should have been $20 though. Whatever.
Yeah.
It was on Riot, by the way. It was in at 487. In at 487, out at 489.11.
Yeah.
Perfectly. The reason why I got the partial fill is because I perfectly bought the bottom there, and whenever I am on like the penny at the bottom, so normally I'm like 1 cent off the bottom, but maybe like 30% of the time I'm on the like down to the penny on the bottom, and when I'm down to the penny on the bottom and there isn't like a crazy amount of volume, it will frequently result in partial fills.
All right, I got into another scalp here in futures market. Let me see if I get filled here. I'm trying to take my profit. Come on. I was there, no fill. There's 25. All right, there's the fill. All right, another $25 scalp on the SPY itself. I think we might get a larger move to attack here, though, in the futures market. That's 5 in a row. I'll take it. I'll take it.
And I'll explain why in just a minute after I'm watching Riot. It just made a move, and I want to make sure I'm watching. It fell into the range I was like close to the range I was talking about earlier.
Sorry, say that last part again. I think it broke up a little bit.
Wretched said, buy market, sell limit to avoid that. And I said that absolutely not, because if you're doing that while trading my Bungie strategy, you will get so incredibly screwed, like so beyond belief. Yeah. You will lose money.
For sure.
And the reason why is these Bungie pullbacks happen so incredibly quick, and the market orders that occur like don't always fill you where you buy it. You see this on John's stream every single day. He'll constantly be buying market orders, and then it will fill him. Like, so he's buying when it's going up, right? And you get filled higher. But the thing about the Bungie pullback is it falls extremely hard and then has that bounce. What will happen is I'm going to click buy at the bottom, and then it will fill me after the bounce. which is pretty much how I lost $177 yesterday. The reason why, so I still made $67 yesterday, but the reason why I didn't make like over 200 is because I lost $177 because I bought after the bounce, and that was still a limit order. The reason why I got filled higher is I was too slow. If I did a market order, then every single trade would be like the order where I was too slow, and I would lose money on not every trade, but I would lose money on like most trades. Yeah. Do not, if you're trading my Bungie strategy, never buy market ever.
Yeah, the truth is that it's going to fill you. I'm in the futures. It's too precise of a strategy to use a market order. It's certainly too precise.
You have to be a sniper.
Yes.
Like I've thought about doing this before, but I just can't do it on video because it wouldn't be entertaining. But I have my my chart log where you can see my entry and exit on every single position I take. I can allow anyone. So if I pull up my chart log and I allow anyone to pick a day at random, and we scroll through my entries, you'll see that on every single trade I take, I'm always within 3 cents of the bottom of the candle for my Bungie pullback. And you have to be able, you don't have to be able to, but you should be, if you're wanting to really get good at the Bungie strategy and make money as consistent as I do with it, you have to be able to consistently get within that 3% of the bottom like I'm able to do. Because that's where you're able to make the money. And Brian said, Eric, 2-cent gain on Riot and volume. So I had an order out for 1,000 shares. So it should have been 1,000 shares, 2 cents for a $20 gain. But instead I got a partial fill where I only got filled with 10 shares, so I only made 20 cents. So I made 20 cents on something that should have been a $20 gain. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. And for the day, I'm currently only up $43.75, which, I mean, it's not really great, but it's something, I guess. It's lunch for the week.
Yeah, it's great is good. So I did take another scalp here in the futures market, and remember, guys, I talked about how I think that we're gonna have a much larger move coming, and that's what we got here on the SPY. If we look at the SPY, once we have this huge O shape or this huge kind of V or U shaped pattern, this is what I attacked here. And this last one, this is what I attacked. This big V-shaped, U-shaped pattern. I got it on this break, and we had a huge rip up, and very easy to predict these type of moves. And you guys heard me call that out a little bit beforehand. But in futures market, I am up $250 exactly, close to it. Let me see. This is my P&L on the day. It's 250.50. I will take that all day. Yeah.
Somebody asked, how do you manage your emotions in live accounts? I'd say practice and patience. You definitely have to practice. Like, it's just really gonna take doing this every single day and realizing the trends and the movements in the market, what you like, what you can handle, your risk tolerance, and yeah.
For sure. I
think there's my answer.
Or go ahead. You go ahead.
There you go. You can finish.
I was just going to say, I think there's a certain level of conditioning that comes into play with trading. And so, I've said it before in videos, it's like Pavlov and the dog. You're just repeating the correct things over and over and over and over again until they become second nature. And sometimes you can also condition the wrong things as well, which I think we're all a little bit guilty of, but I think it just comes through repetition. And as you continue to do it, it'll get easier over time. And that's why I recommend using small size. I've been trading the futures market for a few months now, but I'm still trading small because I'm still kind of building these systems with penny stocks and figuring out what I like the best, what works the best for me, so forth and so on. But to where something like futures, which is just the old scalping strategies I've used and traded those for years, and so those are natural to me as well. But I think it just comes with repetition.
Exactly.
For for emotions, I, as someone who is would probably be considered, well, I don't really know because I don't know how strong other people's emotions are when trading. But I would say that my emotions when trading, because I'm definitely a revenge trader, which you have to be emotional to do that, I suppose. I'm never nervous though.
Right.
I don't have nervousness. It's always more just I can't believe it did this to me.
Yeah.
I'll get back at it. How dare it take my money. Yeah, the audacity of this stock. But I don't ever have that nervousness. But I have felt nervous when I'm swinging a stock. So some people swinging a stock might feel very comfortable. For me, I'm a mess. I can't swing stocks, and that's why I want to get into it, is so I can learn it. But for me, how I manage my emotions is by taking these 1 second or less trades, because I'm in control for the entire duration. There is no point where it's out of my control, ever. Like, I'm always in control. Whereas with a swing trade, it's not always in my control. Sometimes it will move against me. When I'm day trading, I never have that. I never have that experience of loss of control, because every single trade I take, I feel 100% confident in. And that's why I'm like, my win rate is like 85, 90%.
Yeah, and that comes with experience for sure. You know, it's just as you get better at it, you'll get more confident in your own trading.
Yeah.
And then also,
oh, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say also patience.
Oh, for sure. Patience is something you have to build up as well, for sure. But yeah, guys, I'm probably gonna hang it up. My wife had to go somewhere, and so I gotta watch my kids, and so they have like Zoom conferences right now. Here's my future stats on the day. I'm down about $30 in penny stocks. Running really well in futures though, running at just under 90% accuracy in futures today. Gross P&L is 250. Total P&L is 216, and I actually think this is a little bit behind. I think my accuracy rate, let me see if I can refresh it, because I think my accuracy rate is going to go up, because I don't think it's counting that last trade I got into. A little laggy. Yeah, so yeah, this is, yeah, it's just like I said. So my gross P&L is 287, net P&L is 250, and you can see how cheap the fees are too in this trading in futures. So my accuracy rate is exactly 90%. I had 10 trades. I was agreeing on 9 of them. You can see that here. So yeah, check out my futures videos if you guys want to see some legit profitable strategies in that future market. Also, you know, like I said, you want to trade futures for cheap. I'll post this link and you know, you can check it out. I think they have a sale going on. Also, y'all go be sure to sub to both Caitlin and Eric. Both have got great content, great free content for traders, business people, investors, whomever, you know, great free content for them. So y'all go check them out. I'll post both of their links. Y'all go sub to them. And yeah, guys, good luck for the rest of the day.
Real quick, by the way, Brian just asked to explain swinging stocks. It's where you're like buying a stock looking to sell with like in a couple days, like a couple weeks maybe. Pretty much the idea is that you're buying something and holding it without the intention of actually investing in it for a long term, you know?
Right. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, so there's Caitlin's link if you want to go check it out. Here's Eric's. I'll post this one too. Both free traders, free YouTubers. And yeah, y'all go sub to them.
Yeah, well, thank you guys.
Yeah, no worries. Good luck in the rest of the day, team.
Yeah.
And we'll see you guys later. I might have a video dropping this afternoon. I'm not sure if I will or not.
I will have one.
Okay.
You guys can check it out.
Hey, y'all watch Eric's video. It's dropping today. Be ready, guys. Be ready.
Awesome. Thank
I have
you
to go
guys.
finish it though, because I'm not even close.
Hey, I know how much you hate editing, bro. Good luck.
Yeah, and this one's heavy in it. I'll probably, I don't know. It's probably not gonna do too much editing, so it's gonna be a little bit boring. But like, it's good content. It's good information.
Right. It's valuable. You know, that's all.
Yeah.
That's the big thing.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to make it too entertaining. So.
Yeah.
if you like the content, it's there.
It's there.
It's pretty much the video is. I'm sorry, you want to end stream? Okay, we're
Oh no, you're good.
Okay.
Go ahead. You can finish
the
up.
video, essentially what I'm doing is I have been getting asked questions, and I see questions all the time on Reddit asking how to develop a strategy. And like I have, of course, you if you've been in the stream, you know I trade my bungee pullback, and it's a strategy that I love like a lot. It's by far my most profitable, my most accurate, and just my favorite strategy of all time. And I'm pretty much explaining the steps that you can take to develop a strategy, and then I tell you within these steps how I did that for myself to create mine. So that's the video.
Yeah. Y'all be ready for it. It drops today, guys. Go sub to Eric. You don't want to miss it. Hit that bell button. You know, you'll get an alert when he drops that video, so y'all go check it out.
Yep.
Yeah.
And yeah, don't forget to sub to Caitlin too, guys. We'll see you guys later.